have some football weather for this one in Pittsburgh. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
Kate, when you partner a relentless work ethic with elite athleticism, you get Jaden Daniels. He put on an absolute show. One of the best rookie years in the history of the game for a quarterback. And with a work ethic and speed and arm, I don't know why he would ever slow down. This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt in it for the first time. And you won't be able to get past the line. And very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ball game. Saints adding an extra DB. This is third down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send them off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing them up with a sack, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
Commanders punching on fourth down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. Escapes a defender, and he's brought down before the return gets far. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. They'll be led out by the Louisville products. I know those folks are excited for him, as are the folks from Texas Tech and Oregon. Here's Tyler Shuck.
Kate, it's really obvious. Tyler has nothing to prove about his dedication to the game. And he put his body on the line collegiately. He got that covered across a 7-year career in a couple different stops. Evaluators, they love grit. And Tyler's got a lot of it.
That's caught by... That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Saints first down.
Time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
First and 10. Here's Shuck. This is reeled in by Taysom Hill. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On play action. Here's Shuck. Back to Hill. This is caught. And he gets this forward to the 19.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
5 still to go here. This is second down. This is Alvin Kamara with it. Has room into the secondary, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. To do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
And that's brought in for 2, Brock. That's going to put them up 8-0. Ooh, they get the 2 out of it. Nicely done, but into double coverage there. Feels like they might have gotten away with one there, Brock.
You know what you call that, Kate? You call that a quarterback's best friend. These receivers all the time will tell the QB in the huddle, just give me a chance, bro. Just give me a chance. Just put it up there. Yep. And that quarterback did, and the receiver delivers.
Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. Samuel now to return it. Dodge the tackle. He's brought down just inside the 25. Back out on the Commanders for their second drive of the game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Second down, give to Kronsky-Merritt. We're working a couple yards past the line. Tackled on the play by Cameron Jordan. On the go. Third and just 2 to go. Trying to pick this up with Eckler. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down. Press way on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. Takes this in at the 25. Good up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Tackled on the play by the rookie out of Ole Miss.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Give on second to Kamara. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Safe for 8 seasons. That is Marshawn Lattimore with the stop.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. 8-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're looking down a 3rd and 3. Another run for Kamara. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. This finds its target. That's Hill. Hits the 20. Sid would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. Samuel now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Commanders set to take over. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
You know, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here, Kronsky-Merritt. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9. After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Put a receiver in motion right. Give here to the motion man. Pop on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Play action now with Daniels. That's caught as McLaurin downfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Pressure off left, and it's blocked. Live ball taken inside the 25. And they'll snuff out that return before it gets too far, so just a block extra points on the play. Following the play, we have an injured Commander. The training staff out there to check on him as we... After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Has this at the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The New Orleans offense set to go now. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Bronk. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. There it is, touchdown New Orleans! The Saints make it a 16-point ball game.
You know, Kate, there's a reason that slant route has been in playbooks, I don't know, since football began. Because if you hit that receiver on the run, on target...
Star struck.
Touchdown. Shuck has the offense ready to try to tack on 2 more.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. He will get into the end zone. They go for 2, and that gives them a 3-score advantage. And they stay perfect, Brock. That's a perfect 3 for 3 now on 2-point tries. Is it just automatic at this point that if there's a touchdown, they're going to go for 2?
Well, I think until this defense stops them, that answer is going to be yes. It's not supposed to be this easy. I mean, the numbers tell you you're not supposed to have this kind of success rate, but it's really clear. This defense has no answer. Run, pass, confidence. The offense is owning that.
The Commanders and Terry McLaurin ready for another look on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series.
60.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Yeah, the defense was all over that throw. It had stopped it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Out of the gun, Daniels. And the Saints are all over this one. Great work by the defense. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. In a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly...
Daniels hit, he lost the football. And the Saints grab it. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Saints grow their lead off the turnover. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with the lineman, quickness, right? Usually the corner skill guys, but he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
Shuck and the Saints offense still out there. They're going for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. Well, got a little history for y'all now. That is their 4th conversion turnovers in this game. That ties the NFL record in a single contest. You're not supposed to be able to do this 4 times in a game against an NFL defense partner. How have they pulled it off?
Yeah, I hate to sound cliche here, but it's so true. When I'm watching this execution, Kate, it's everybody. It takes all 11. Heck, it takes the calls on the sideline, too. You don't make NFL history unless your team is all on the same page.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Frosty Merrick gets it from the gun. Slide forward, halted after a couple of yards. Brought down by Julian Blackman. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. Third down, they need 7.
Here we go. Set. 6. Extra Cardinal.
To the air on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're up against it here on 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Wow, special teams highlight here. What a kick, downing it at the 1. The Saints and Devon Bailey headed back now on offense. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked out by Frankie Louvu. And the Commanders get the football on a very short field. They've got it at the 11 after the interception. Backed up on their own goal line, Brock. A little bit surprising to see them decide to throw for it there.
Yeah, a bunch of trust thrown their way by this staff to call a pass play in that situation. You know, you hear coaches say this, Kate, got to play fast, but never in a hurry. He was hurried right there, and it certainly led to the INT.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Now Daniels to throw. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in. All right, this is a little bit odd. I think in most spots we'd expect to see them decline the call, take the lost yards and down.
All I can think of here is they've got some extreme confidence, maybe hubris in their defense to make a similar type of play, but just tack on even more negative yards lost.
And on him again, and he goes down again. For the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And things just seem to keep snowballing for them. Now their special teams is involved. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go. Cougar 19, Cup 19, Cup 19. Motion. Take go.
Shuck now on first down. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it sets up second down. They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down. Just a yard on the run, and we've reached the end of our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando, where it almost never snows. These two teams dealing with a light dusting, and that's expected to go on into the second half. Who handles it better? Let's go back out to the stadium and check in with our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt.
To kick it away, here's Moody. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Saints offense ready to start this third quarter. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to manage about 3 there before the defense gets to him. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
They stay on the ground with Kamara. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Shuck. Olave on the slant. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Kamara running out of the gun. And a great play was brought to an end. And is this reach it? Kellen Moore wants another look at that, and he's going to get it. The challenge flag is out.
Is under review.
Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting the football, and that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So Kellen Moore unhappy as upon further review, the call on the field still stands.
Ready? 60 Eagles. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to manage about 3 there before the defense gets to him. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Track 60.
Shuck now from the gun. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
First and
He had a but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos.
And look at the footwork there, touchdown! The Saints growing the lead coming out of halftime. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Wow, just fantastic work there, tiptoeing along the back line, the concentration. concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Shuck has the offense ready to try to tack on 2 more. He's going to throw it. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out. Well, they don't get it, but just the choice to go for it there, Brock. As I'm looking to my right, seeing a partner kind of fuming, a little steam coming out of the head. I'm sure you and many others maybe aren't a fan of that call.
I don't feel like I'm that old. I really don't.
You don't look that old.
Well, thank you. But yeah, this still just gets me, and I know many others every single time.
Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. Moore with a return. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they'll likely be very protecting of the only one they've got remaining. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go. Ready.
Drawn up here for Daniels. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
3 yards almost gets him back to even, but it's going to be 3rd and 11 now.
3-yard pickup.
Here we go. Start.
3rd down.
Cowboy 8.
3rd and long for him here. Screen pass here for Krosky Merritt. Big gain, has them across the 40. 35 on the pickup. And that's good for Washington first down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Running through the pistol, Krosky Merritt. Man, they've had a miserable time trying to run it through all this snow. Another carry fails here. He's going to lose yardage. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They'll throw, 3rd and long. And he's going to go down. Great work on the Saints. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
And it's 4th down.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Commanders with possession, but they're in a pretty deep hole to start the 4th. Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
1st and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
Let's go now. Ready.
Shuck to throw. Looking slant route complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
First and 10. Here's Shuck. Connecting on a slant. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give them that first down. First down now, ball at the 33.
Let's go.
Shuck. Oh, try and force it into the slant. It's intercepted. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well.
Daniels here. He wants the football. But it looks like someone from the Commanders got to that one. They'll kick the football. And that is not how you make the most of an opportunity when your defense gives you the football back. But the good news is, Brock, at least they give him another shot.
Yeah, when you're running on the field, you feel the joy of that defense, right? They just got you a possession. They're giving you an opportunity. And thankfully, they
lost control of another one. And the Saints get to it. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Saints are running them out of the building. Well, Brock, you and I know after that first turnover they were able to take back. They were looking for another one, and lo and behold, they found it.
You felt it, I felt it, everybody in the stands felt it. It wasn't just good enough to get the takeaway. They wanted to run up what they did earlier, and look at the celebration now.
And the Saints offense still out there. They're going for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2.
Back to work they go after the interception. And that one's gone. Chad coming more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th.
Commander is 6.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return score, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Samuel now to return it. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Daniels now on first down. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It would be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. And that falls incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Here comes the Saints offense. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready, right?
We'll start things off with a run by Kamara. And he's going to manage about 3 there before the defense gets to him. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. And that one goes goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Saints first down.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
New set of downs from 37. Rush coming for Shock. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. On play action, here's Shock. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Now Shuck to throw. It's caught left side by Hill. He gets this down to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Saints first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Come on, set. 19, Tiger.
Running right, it's Kamara. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now on the toss to Kamara. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
70 Lions.
It's Kamara on 3rd down. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Saints continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Alvin Kamara on a touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I will. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Following the touchdown, Shuck has the offense ready to try to tack on 2 more.
Let's
The
go.
Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try to run it in. He's almost there. But no, they stop him at the last moment. He's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion.
Commanders 6.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Samuel now to return it. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for him. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Ready.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Finds him over the middle. Continuing to move past the 45. Still going inside the 35. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Falcons are holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Loss of 8 yards. It's second down.
So it's a win for the Saints. And it might take these fans some time to get out of here with this wintry weather, Brock. Snowplows definitely needed out there on those roads. They can take all the extra time to celebrate in the stands with each other, waiting to leave as their guys get the winter win. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from Pittsburgh.